Hello, good afternoon, guys. This is the part two of the Laura Goldman and Piers Morgan debate. Guys, it is interesting because Laura Goldman is still pressing on trying to give a compelling defense of Ghislaine Maxwell, saying that she was the victim. I think it's laughable to me. I'm laughing at this. So Ghislaine, we should feel sorry for Ghislaine, guys. Watch the video and I'll talk about it more.
Listen, I have a degree from the Wharton School, and so I understand bank accounts and business. I don't know what they were doing, but she said that Jeffrey was in control of most of that money.
Laura Goldman, why do you describe Ghislaine as a victim of Jeffrey Epstein? Have you read the charges? I mean, she's charged with conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts, enticing a minor to travel to engage in illegal sex acts, conspiracy to transport minors with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, transporting a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, and 2 counts of perjury. What about that suggests that Ghislaine Maxwell is the victim?
Okay, she's a victim of Jeffrey Epstein, okay? He would not let her leave. She tried many, many times.
In what way would he not let her leave?
Okay, because there were things that he had on her that if she had left in an angry way would have destroyed her life earlier. Now, obviously her life is destroyed now, but Jeffrey Epstein, look, Leslie Wexner's afraid of him. Glenn Dubin is afraid of him. Jeffrey never let Eva Dubin go. Alan Dershowitz is semi-afraid of him, even though he claims, that he worships Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a very threatening guy. Graydon Carter was afraid of him. So to say that the only person who can't be afraid of him is Ghislaine Maxwell's just wrong.
Okay, well, I met Ghislaine at a book launch in 2013, briefly, for a few minutes, with Stephen Fry and other people that were at this book launch. I don't think I've ever met a more confident person in my life, or a more sort of social gadfly, flutting around the party, knew everybody, super confident, strong. You could tell all those things. The idea that she was somehow the victim here, I've got to be honest with you, I find laughable. I mean, she was part of his world for decades. And the idea that you're trying to portray her as a victim, when actually the victims are these poor underage girls that were terrorised for decades by Jeffrey Epstein, I think many people will find quite repulsive.
Okay, and I understand that. And believe me, every one of them has hit me on Twitter. And I'm, first of all, the main victims are the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, the young girls, or even the older girls, okay? There's no such thing as a child prostitute. Underage girls should not have been massaging people. I totally agree with that. But to say that that Jeffrey did not have a hold on Ghislaine is wrong. And I understand many people tell me how confident she appeared. She wasn't. Okay, she had very little self-confidence in reality. Jeffrey could reduce her to tears.
Okay, so we were in the part where Piers Morgan was saying, do you believe everything Ghislaine Maxwell tell you? And she responded, no, I do not believe that, and then the question kept on going from the interviewer, why do you describe Ghislaine as a victim? Because she was accused of many things. And she kept on pressing this thing that Ghislaine was a victim of Jeffrey. And Jeffrey did not want to let her leave. I'm like, why? She's a grown woman. She has money. She can live. And she said that everyone was afraid of Jeffrey. Okay. I'm like, why? I mean, I personally feel that Jeffrey could get somebody else. And, I actually think it would have been the best idea for Ghislaine to leave Jeffrey early, because then she still would have been rich and she still would have been able to, and she would have been in jail like right now, maybe, or hopefully, maybe, I don't know. I'm not for sure. And then Piers Morgan started to talk about Ghislaine Maxwell, how he feels that Ghislaine is confident. And this is one thing I have to say about Piers, guys, because I'm going to have another episode. I'm going to talk about Piers. People say Piers is a racist. This is why I don't think when he dealt with Ghislaine Maxwell, this is one of the reasons I don't think Pierce is racist. This is who he is as a man. He likes to press people to the max. And when he doesn't believe somebody, he doesn't believe somebody. You see, he's going hard after Ghislaine. He doesn't give her a chance. And Ghislaine is British, and she's a white woman. He doesn't give her a chance. So that's who Pierce is. He's just a hardcore guy. But if you're soft, you might think it's racist. But if you're hard, you can understand that those are hard, tough questions. And then Pierce said that, Ghislaine Maxwell is very confident. And he doesn't see any victimhood in her. But Laura Goldman will not give up. And she will keep saying that, no, Pierce, you don't understand. Ghislaine Maxwell was a victim Ghislaine Maxwell was a victim of Jeffrey Epstein. That's why there's a naked picture of her all over Jeffrey Epstein's apartment with her laughing and smiling. That's what she's saying. But it's interesting.